Hey, I'm Steve Magnante here in Bogart, Georgia, where the Tony Townley collection will be auctioned on October 24th and 25th by Richmond Auctions. A little over 100 special interest vehicles, collector cars, and exotics will be auctioned, many of them at no reserve. And something unusual in this collection will be this 1966 Bat car. This is the Bat Cycle from the 1966 TV show and also the movie from 1966. This thing is actually used in the Batman TV series, and it's a Yamaha 250 bike with custom bodywork designed by Dan Dembski and then executed by Customotive. Of course, the sidecar, which is where Robin would ride, is a fiberglass replica, if you will, but the formation underneath is steel, all welded together. Thick fiberglass here, the fairing, but again, this is something that was designed and built for the TV series Batman. This is the Bat Cycle right here. And around the side, the sidecar here is mounted, and a little go-kart here where Robin would ride. And this is all steel right here, and again, fiberglass construction on the outside. And it's based on a 1966 Yamaha 250, but again, some major custom touches on the outside. This was from the show. It's not a replica. This is actually from the TV show and also the movie, the Batman movie from 1966. So it's the only one of its kind. Bid accordingly. Hey, I'm Steve Magnante here in Bogart, Georgia at the Tony Townley Collection, where on October 24th and 25th, Richmond Auctions will be selling a little over 100 special interest and collector cars, many of them at no reserve, in a two-day auction. It'll be amazing. One of the cars I'm looking forward to seeing is this Batmobile Tribute. This is not one of the cars that was used in the TV series from the 1960s, a very successful TV series that ran 3 seasons, 120 episodes. This is basically a replica of one of those cars, based on a 1977 Lincoln frame, fully streetable, ready to be driven anywhere, got a full suspension, and again, very thick fiberglass here, which will last a long time. And the classic touches that were designed by George Barris back in the day, including the flat black paint, fluorescent orange highlights here, pretty much what you would have seen Burt Ward and the guys driving on the TV screen back in the 1960s. And inside, of course, the dual cowl windshield right here, which is a correct replica of the original, has the all the switches and levers inside, the detectoscope, the remote bat computer switch. It's all right here inside. So all the gizmos and stuff, including the twin drag chutes on the back of the car and the Raider drag type wheels on the four corners of the car, the mag wheels, which are correct to the original Batmobile from the 1960s TV show. So again, a nice tribute to the TV show, and you can drive this anywhere. It'll be the sure hit at your local car show. Great car, so it's one of a kind, so be sure to bid accordingly. Hey, I'm Steve Magnante here in Bogart, Georgia at the Tony Townley Collection, where on October 24th and 25th, Richmond Auctions will be holding an auction with about 100 vehicles, mostly at no reserve, including this. Cars on this collection range from the sublime to the ridiculous, and this is maybe from the ridiculous side, but it's a cool thing. It's basically a tribute to the Dragula, which was a popular vehicle used in the hit TV series, a comedy TV series of the 1960s, the Munsters coach, and of course its little brother, the Dragula. This is something that was driven by Herman Munster. He could fit in this thing actually, and it's fully functional, this thing here. And a fiberglass coffin, dual quad on a small block Chevrolet motor, automatic transmission, and again, all little touches that make a Dragula what a Dragula should be. The tombstone here at the front with born 1367, died ? Count Dragula, and again, dragster frame under this in chrome beam axle up front, and fabricated brass looking lamps here. And again, this is actually a functional car. Zoomies here, which can be pretty loud, so if you have some earplugs, you're going to want those. Raider mags on the back, which are correct, and cheater slicks at the back, and a nice velour covering on the seat right here, roll bar right there. Not sure if it's NHRA spec, but it looks the part. And beautiful metal fake finish on this. And it's been autographed by George Barris, who built the original Dragula back in 1965. So if you need something ridiculous for your collection, and this checks the box on ridiculous, but it's a cool piece of memorabilia from television, and it's a tribute to the original Dragula. Bid accordingly. Hey, I'm Steve Magnante here in Bogart, Georgia at the Tony Townley Collection, where on October 24th and 25th, 2025, Richmond Auctions will be selling many high-profile vehicles, many of them at no reserve, about 110 cars. And one of the specialty vehicles I think is going to rock the block will be this. This is the 1995 DC Comics Batman Forever movie car. This is the actual hero car from the film. This was used in all of the stunts, and all the stars of the film sat in this car when it was seen in action, and it's fully functional. This car actually can be driven, small block Chevy power, automatic, full brakes and stuff like that, so it's truly ready to be driven, on a closed course or in a parade. something like that. And DC Comics had a smash hit with Batman Forever. At $52.8 million, that's an opening weekend, which knocked Jurassic Park off the first spot. So it was a record that was set. I think it was also the first Friday movie to break $100 million in its opening week. So it was a special movie in many ways. And the car itself right here is known by people all over the globe and be a great car for your collection. And again, it's gonna rock the block. Bid accordingly. Hey, I'm Steve Magnante in Bogart, Georgia at the Tony Townley Collection, where on October 24th and 25th, 2025, just over 100 special interest vehicles will be auctioned by Richmond Auctions, many of them at no reserve. Now, there's a common phrase in auto collecting, ain't it a doozy? Well, this is a doozy, a Duesenberg 1929 dual cowl Model J Phaeton. And one thing special about this car is it has a custom body by Durham, and it's one of two short wheelbase cars that were built by Durham into dual cowl Phaetons. Short wheelbase car has a shorter wheelbase and basically a more sporting package all the way around. Better handling for a car of this size. But with that said, these Duesenbergs have very exotic engines, dual overhead cam inline six with 265 horsepower out of 420 cubic inches, all aluminum construction, and again, dual overhead cams, very advanced stuff. And of course, Augie and Fred Duesenberg, the brothers, were race car builders, and of course, they built street cars as well, cars like this. It's a 3-speed manual transmission with adjustable hydraulic brakes. There's a knob on the dash, which you can set the brake sensitivity from high to medium, and it's basically adaptive braking circa 1929, very advanced car for its day. When it was new, this was similar to $1 million car today. And back in 1929, on the eve of the Great Depression, this would have been a car for the ultimate, fat cat, rich guy, but a great car, beautifully restored by RM Restorations about 10 years ago. It's also on display at the Imperial Palace Collection in Las Vegas. This car also has some movie star credibility and history. 1966, this car was moved in the Elvis Presley movie Spin Out, where it towed a trailer on which was a Cobra race car. So this car, you can look it up on Google and on YouTube, and you can actually see this car being used in the Elvis Presley movie Spin Out with a Cobra on a trailer, and a very exotic tow truck, if you will, right here. But a great example right here, fully restored. This one was also shown in the 1929 West Coast Auto Salon in San Francisco, I believe. And the beauty of this car, again, is the fact that it's beautifully restored right back to square one. And inside, of course, the leather upholstery here, bench seat up front, 3-speed manual on the floor, and in the back, room for 2 or 3, and the rear window here goes up or down with a hand crank, which was a Durham custom touch. Was only found on 2 of these cars. Again, Durham built 2 short wheelbase Model Js in 1929. This is one of them, and a beautiful example of the breed, highly restored, bid strong. This is a classic, might even break some world records. It's a doozy. Hey, I'm Steve Magnante here in Bogart, Georgia at the Tony Townley Collection, where on October 24th and 25th, Richmond Auctions will be selling a little over 100 specialty cars, including muscle cars, exotics, and just general interest vehicles, some of them at no reserve. One of the cutest of the bunch is this 1967 Volkswagen Beetle, which is a tribute to the Herbie Rides Again, the Love Bug series on Disney way back in the TV, and of course the movie cars from the years after that. This is a tribute. With that said, the white paint with the American stripes on it, and number 53, which is beloved to kids of all ages. And if you're a kid, you might have seen the Herbie the Love Bug TV shows and the movies. And this is basically a tribute to those. It's not stock. It is based on a German production sunroof car, which is kind of unusual unto its own. It's fully restored, rust-free example. Good, clean tub. Rockers are very clean and solid. Interior is fully detailed. It has some modifications under the back. I would say under the hood, which is not here. Hood's in the back, but this has a 1600cc dual-port Volkswagen Flat 4, slightly hotter than the standard engine, which is good. Of course, the front brakes on this would have been drums. It's been upgraded with disc brakes on the front, and of course, Fuchs aluminum wheels that look a lot like the Porsche 914 type wheel, but again, all the way around to give this a modern edge while still keeping the Volkswagen/Porsche theme. And it's a great example of the breed. Under the hood, we see at the back of the engine is back there again, but here we find the Wolfsburg crest correctly presented. And here, nice and tidy here, a 5th Fuchs wheel, gas tank up front, nicely presented here, the correct paint finishes, and no shortcuts taken on this one here. And again, a nice example of a beloved TV icon. Put it in your driveway or your garage, or just cruise it and take it to car shows and enjoy the day. Bid strong, it's a good example of breed.